welcome to another great day on the Jet Set. We've got lots planned for you coming up. I've got the movies, books, and podcasts for you to take on your next flight.
And I'm taking you to the oldest city in the United States, St. Augustine, Florida.
Plus, I'm taking you skeet shooting at the Nemacolin Resort. All this and so much more is about to take off right here on the Jet Set.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to travel, food, fitness, and everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
It's time to rake up the leaves of travel news on Here's This, powered by thejetset.com. As the cost of airfare continues to rise, we're all looking to get the best deal. So when should you be booking your flight? Well, Sunday remains the day that flight searches are most likely to find inexpensive airfare, and the sweet spot for booking domestic flights is approximately a month ahead of travel, according to a new report authored by the Expedia Group. Now, Sunday has been, on average, the cheapest day to book flights for the past 4 years. This year, however, the difference between it and other days became more pronounced. According to the study for international fares, prices average approximately 15% less on Sundays than they do on Fridays for domestic bookings. Prices also tend to be approximately 5% less than Fridays, Expedia said.
I didn't know any of this. Expedia, thank you for the top tips. Usually I just call Bobby and say, Bobby, I need to fly here, help me.
That is very true. I mean, I've always found that like when you search on Tuesdays, you find low fares. So I would say stick with Sundays and Tuesdays, but they say Fridays too. But I guess because, the general thinking is if you're searching on a Sunday, well, if you're searching on a Sunday or a Friday, most people are home and looking, they're trying to entice you to book because it's the weekend. But when it comes to flying, you can usually find the better deals on flights on Tuesdays and Wednesdays because less people are actually flying.
So you're saying if I need to fly on Friday, I shouldn't be doing this Thursday night like I usually do? No, okay.
And
so
a really interesting tip, and I have tried this and it's crazy, but it is true. If you go to book an airline ticket on an Apple device, you will see higher fares than if you book on a Windows device or an Android phone.
Okay, so you told me about this tip and I And why is this, Robert?
Because if you have an Apple device that's generally more expensive, they assume you can pay more money, so you'll end up paying more than you will on those other devices. And I do not have an Apple device. I do not like Apple devices.
So if you and I went right now and booked it with our stuff,
we would have different fares.
People, did you know about this? Earth? Is this a true thing? Is this true? That's crazy.
It is crazy, but it is true. Like Juan and I have done it right next to each other. He's got Apple, I've got Android, 2 different prices.
So this just reinforces my idea that you should be booking my things for me because I need your help.
Just contact me, I'll do everything for you. All right, American Airlines would pay out at least $7.5 million to customers who were inappropriately charged bag fees between February 2017 and April 2020 as part of a proposed class action settlement. The suit was brought by holders of American co-branded credit cards and individuals with elite status in American's Advantage loyalty program who alleged that they were charged baggage fees despite being exempt from the fees under the carrier's policies on economy bookings. American typically charges $30 for the first checked bag on domestic flights and short-haul international flights and $40 for the second checked bag. Those fees were increased from $25 and $35 in 2018. Now, Advantage members with any elite status are entitled to at least 1 free checked bag. In addition, those with the American Airlines co-branded credit cards also get the first checked bag free, but everyone's alleging that American charged them anyway.
Okay, well, my first question is, how are they going to cipher through all those people who traveled from that time, which is millions and millions and millions, and all those little fees and all the little differentiation?
Well, they're going to make you fill out a form. They're going to say, if you think you were impacted, fill out this form and we'll look into refund it. Yeah, everyone's going to try.
Earth will fill it out and...
But I mean, it is an opportunity for you to get some of that money back if you're not supposed to pay it. I mean, with your elite status on American, you're not supposed to pay for a checked bag. So when they try to charge you, why didn't you say, excuse me, I'm Platinum Pro Diamond Elite. Why are you charging me?
I'm titanium.
She's titanium. We'll be right back in 30 seconds with more of the Jet Set. We're researching what titanium status is. It doesn't exist, but to Nikki it does.
For me it does.
Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Saying, this is my message to you. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little
It's time again to load up your device with the latest books, movies, and podcasts for your next trip on In-Flight Entertainment Update. Listen to this, The Last Archive. The Last Archive is a podcast about the history of truth and the historical context for our current fake news, post-truth moment. It's a show about how we know what we know and why it seems these days as if we don't know anything at all anymore. The show is driven by host Jill Lepore's work as a historian uncovering the secrets of the past the way a detective might. Okay, read this. You Have a Match by Emma Lord. This story is about sisterhood, friendship, and a very unique family dynamic that starts with the unforeseen test results from a DNA service. Finally, watch this, Derry Girls. This candid, family-centered comedy and coming-of-age story, Derry Girls follows 16-year-old Erin and her friends as they grow up in a world of armed police in armored Land Rovers and British Army checkpoints in the 1990s of Northern Ireland. Teenage life goes on despite the bleak circumstances, and Erin is more concerned about her boy crush not knowing that she exists or her nosy cousin meddling with her life. Take a look.
Will the following pupils please report to Sister Michael's office? Erin Quinn, Claire Devlin, Michelle Mallon, Orla McCool, and the wee English fella.
Will we get expelled?
Nobody ever actually gets expelled. Rhonda Gallagher hasn't even been expelled and she's an ARA.
So that's probably why.
Don't worry yourselves too much about the whole sectarian conflict carry on. There's really only one thing you need to know. We're the goodies.
Call me Peter.
Is that a firm hold gel you're using?
It's a moose.
Chris.
What are they?
Golf clubs.
I thought spatulas.
They're rifles.
She smirked.
Who? Big M? This is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
And you just sat there and said Sweet Fanny Adams?
You're going to say Fanny.
Well, after that introduction, I don't know nothing about anything. And I'm going to need to watch that podcast to learn something about anything. We'll be right back. We got lots more coming up. We're going to learn so much. In just 60 seconds.
That was a lot.
That was a lot
Yeah.
about nothing or something or everything.
I mean, I don't know anything.
I don't know either. It's time to talk travel news on Here's More, powered by Travel + Leisure. As we head into 2023, we're looking at trends across the travel industry and finding that subscription travel is high on many lists. According to proprietary Travel + Leisure research, 55% of American travelers report that they are members of a travel subscription club or are interested in joining, with saving money as the front-runner reason for joining. I think that makes sense.
I think this is an excellent
You
idea.
get those secret deals that the public can't see because you're a member of the club.
And you know, because it's coming from Travel + Leisure, it's going to be good.
Travel + Leisure Go is the must-have membership for adventure seekers and savvy travelers. The subscription travel club offers you a way to turn vacation inspiration into exceptional travel experiences. The platform's vacation planning and booking gateway allows you to dream, discover, plan, and book every element of your next vacation, from airfare and accommodations to rental cars and more, all inspired by the trusted expert advice from the editorial team at Travel + Leisure. Exactly what you were just saying.
And you know it's going to be good because they only do the best of the best, right?
Exactly, and the magazine is amazing.
It's
too.
amazing.
You can explore curated travel itineraries on featured destinations and then build and book your next dream vacation with a few simple clicks or a quick phone call. You are also able to select and book travel packages to thousands of destinations around the globe or design your own trip with recommendations, activity ideas, and tips from the experts at Travel + Leisure. Members on average save 25% on bookings, with savings reaching up to 60%. Guests can actually preview savings with a trial membership and sign up for the platform when they're ready to book their first itinerary, unlocking perks such as room upgrades, exclusive member-only experiences, and concierge services.
I absolutely love this. This is a good idea. You know, I like concierge service. I like upgrades. I like all the good restaurants, all the good. I like this because it's like putting puzzle pieces together to make your perfect trip. Because not everyone's different. They like different stuff.
And it's not just about the savings; it's also getting those perks. So
like
then,
good stuff.
when you finally get onto when you finally get on vacation, you've got that room upgrade that you weren't banking on.
Yeah.
And it's all thanks to being a member of the subscription service.
Okay, Travel + Leisure Go. I'm into it.
Yeah, I mean, I am too. I really think that the ideas that the travel editors at Travel + Leisure would come up with, and then taking those destinations and trips and building them into itineraries you can purchase. That's
That's
pretty
the
unique.
good stuff. Well, I mean, I don't know if you're like me, but like I read through the magazine and I'm like, I take pictures of like, I want to go here and then send it to my friends. I want to
know,
go
'cause
here.
the
Let's put
pictures
this
are amazing,
together.
so
The
you're like,
pictures are
"That."
amazing, but they always go to the best of the best. So you know if like it's behind you, if Travel and Leisure Go is behind you, you know you're only going to get the best restaurants, the best hotels, the best cars, and
you
with
can
all those
pick
upgrades.
and choose from the different things that they did and build your own if you don't want to do the exact trip.
What
I
am
think
I
it's
doing
perfect.
here?
I know.
I gotta go.
We should be doing that for all of our trips.
I recently went to the Nemacolin Resort for a quick escape and got to try my hand at skeet shooting. Take a look. Hello,
Hi, how are you today?
Santino.
Yes.
Okay, this place is amazing and I'm so excited to be here. Where am I? What? This is so cool.
Well, welcome to the Phil Club at Nemacolin Woodlands Resort.
Oh, thank you so much.
We are glad that you are here.
Okay, so you guys do lessons, you guys from all levels. If you're a beginner, you're advanced, and everyone in between, I can come here.
The Phil Club, we offer many options.
Okay.
You can shoot sporting clays. Children can do archery, air rifle.
Oh, great.
We have lots of options.
That's awesome. What do you have here?
I have a 12 gauge
Okay.
Beretta. It is an over and under. It is open. We carry our guns safely.
Yes.
That is one way to tell that the gun is safe, by carrying it open. You can carry it under your arm, you can carry it over your shoulder, but
Okay.
you always want to be aware of your barrel.
Got it. Hey, Santino, tell me a little bit about the kind of protocols that you guys have done in this kind of pandemic time to make this as safe as possible for the guests. What kind of things have you changed?
We have really went through some steps as into cleaning all guns, all the carts, anything that there would be any type of interactions where guests would be. It's something that we, every day, morning and night.
That's what I'm so impressed that you guys have really taken all of the precautionary steps to make not only the guests feel safe, but the staff. You guys have done an amazing job about learning all of the new protocols and new guidelines. So I commend you guys for doing that.
Thank you.
So if you don't mind, it's been a few years since I've shot, but I would love if we could maybe have a mini lesson. Is that cool?
Absolutely. we
All
can do
right,
that.
let's go.
I'm excited.
And look at all this great stuff. Santino, how did you get here? What is your kind of backstory?
I started here actually as a trapper, right as I was done with college, and I moved up to a supervisor, and I was lucky enough recently to become the manager.
Congratulations!
So I've worked my way up from the bottom.
Now, you love the outdoors, you love all outdoor activities, but what is it about shooting that have you been doing it all your life?
I have. I started at a young age. My uncle and father got me into it. But I believe it is the gentlemen that are around the sporting clay world. It's a really good group of guys. The object is to be parallel, your eyes and the barrel.
Okay.
We want to pretend this barrel is your pointer finger.
Oh, okay.
There is a sight on the gun, but we're not going to use that. We're actually going to put our focus on the disc that's in the air.
Okay.
I'm going to load one shell.
Okay.
One shell, one shot. You can hold the gun right in your shoulder. When you're ready, you take your finger to the safety, you turn it off.
Pull.
Okay, just a little bit low. That's okay.
Pull.
Yes, excellent.
I did
You
it!
sure did. I'll give you 5 right now, but I know we're in the...
As the targets come out, you go smoothly up to the first one and then find the second one with your eyes. Point your gun straight to it.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull a Santino. my box is right here.
Small
right
window.
here. I'm hardly moving.
That's it. Take your time. Use your eyes.
Pull.
Okay, you got it. You got the second one. You just...
My arm hurts.
Does it? Here, I'll take it for you.
Thank you.
Very good. That's
That
okay.
was so
We'll let
fun.
somebody else try.
It's exhilarating.
We've got to take another short break, but don't go anywhere. We've still got lots more of the Jet Set to come. If you're like me and looking to go somewhere a little off the beaten track, look no further than St. Augustine, Florida. St. Augustine lays claim to being the oldest city in the U.S. and is known for its Spanish colonial architecture as well as Atlantic Ocean beaches. We had the chance to visit this amazing town to share it with all of you. Check it out.
The beaches in St. Augustine are undeniably spectacular, but the oldest city in the country also has a lot to teach us. From the architecture to the monuments, there's history around every corner.
But we had to start with what attracted Ponce de Leon in the first place, the Fountain of Youth. What is going on? It's not a pool though, you have to drink it. You can't just jump in. Fill it up, Nikki. It's your one and only shot. You ready? Cheers. You can pour it on top of your head too. You just got to ingest it, Nikki.
We met Luis in Old Town. He's one of the best people to tell the story of the layers of history in St. Augustine.
Luis, downtown is beautiful. I've never toured St. Augustine before. I don't think you have either.
Beautiful, and what a perfect day.
Can you give us a little bit of an idea of what we can expect to see?
This place is fantastic. You know, it's so elegant to begin with. And if you look around you right now, you're gonna see so many important places. You know, when we go back to the era of exploration and discovery, this place was it. It is the oldest European settlement that was established in the continental United States. Before here, they had already settled down in the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and then this place. As you tour it, I'm going to show you, you're going to see evidence of all this era, you know, early colonial times by the Spanish, a period that the British took over for about 20 years, and that's all reflected in the architecture and all these wonderful places to visit.
Oh, I love it. So we are right now in the Plaza de la Constitución.
Oh, that's perfect Spanish. Yeah, this is Plaza de la Constitución. You look around you, very similar. You know, it's a typical setup of a Spanish plaza pretty much everywhere in the Spanish Empire. You know, where I'm from, we have 78 municipalities. Each one has a plaza just like this one. So I'm going to show you Plaza de la Constitución to start. You know, we can summarize our history from what we're going to be seeing here.
Okay.
Monuments that date from the early colonial days through the civil rights movement, through onto Henry Flagler's era. So many things to see and do.
Well, I'm ready to get started. What about you, Bobby?
Me too.
All right.
Well, let's go. Guys, this is the oldest street in the United States.
Whoa.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
It's also called the Hospital Street because the Spanish Military Hospital used to be right behind me here. Nowadays it's a museum, but in those days, that's where they would treat their wounded, you know, fighting, and somebody gets hit with a bullet, they would bring them here and they would take care of that. Maybe just cut up the whole arm, you know, depends on what the need was. But they knew how to do it. And it is indeed the oldest part of town. So the town grew at the plaza where we were and continued to expand southwards on this area.
We also got to see the site of an important event from the civil rights movement.
The incident here happened because Martin Luther King organized this march, and they were just marching from their area of town on the south side to the plaza to create awareness of what we're fighting for. And they were met here by the opposition, baseball bats, you know, beatings, and these students reacted to that, let's protest, and they did that by doing what they did here. They went into a Woolworth, they were all over the place, go to the counter, sit down and don't give up their seats. They were supposed to. You know, there was segregation in those days. And because of this incident, and another incident took place right here, Congress acted on the Civil Rights Act. They passed it because they realized, you know, the significance of what was going on, and that happened here in St. Augustine as well. So when you look at our history, you have all these different periods. You know, you have the earlier colonial and all that entails, and then you have civil rights. Well, I have Henry Flagler first. We're going to look into that now, and he reshaped the whole city. And then in the 1960s, we have the civil rights movement in St. Augustine.
Of course, we had to eat after all of that walking, and we found Llama, run by Marcel Vizcarra, a genius young chef from Peru.
I mean, look, the plating of this
It's
food is
artistry.
absolutely
Yeah.
amazing.
So did you always cook before 2016 like this, or was this part of the experience you wanted to bring?
I always try to cook like just not food. I always try to give a little extra. I was cooking since I was 8. Like at home, my mom was training me pretty hard. She was my toughest critic. Yeah.
What is this? Because this is maybe my favorite thing ever. Can I have some more of this, please? What is that? We've got to take one last break, but I've got your dose of travel inspiration still to come, and you don't want to miss it. Okay, everyone, it's time for your daily dose of travel inspiration, where today we're sending you to discover where East and West converge on the North Pacific Passage itinerary on Viking Ocean Cruises, Bobby. How fun does this sound?
This is my Christmas gift. Just watching the go.
Okay, right. Unravel the mysteries of Japan with local guides. Learn about life in a remote Russian city from the one who calls it home, and cross the Bering Sea, tracing the legendary path of the first human migration to the Americas. This is an incredible trip. Okay, listen, in Alaska, cruise into glacier-strewn mountain ring bays, topped with frontier towns to hear stories of trappers and lumberjacks. I'd do that. Overnight stays in Tokyo, Sapporo, and Russia help you explore fully. This is like going into totally new worlds. I really like this. This journey is available now, Bobby, with discount airfare from the US and a $100 Visa gift card just for booking by visiting oceanandriversailings.com. Doesn't that sound interesting?
I'm ready to go on a vacation anywhere.
I'm so ready. I love it.
And I like that it's cold weather destinations.
I know you like that. And
Yeah.
I like to put on the
I don't
furs.
like exploring and sweating to death at the same time.
As long as I'm with you, I like it.
I did it. Thank you for watching this week. We'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody. Did you like that?